All in now. 3,500 metres. Gates are back and they're on their journey. 16 fences in front of them. Starter sent them away well, and Cool Groom, the favourite, is going to meet the first of 16 in front, and he jumped it by a couple of lengths. Booster Hooves is second. They come to the second of this double quickly. Third, Pura Park getting up on the inside of Good as Glimmer. Then there's a break of a couple of lengths to Ben Dancer and about 3 to 4 lengths to the grey Coronel at the back of the field. Coming up towards the third fence in the race now, and it's the favourite Cool Groom in charge already, and he leapt it beautifully, landing 2 or 3 lengths to Booster Hooves, and third is Pura Park. About 4 lengths further back in the field, Good as Glimmer. Ben Dancer is just with him, and back at the tail end of the field is Cool Groom. They come out now towards the outside of the course proper for the double between the 400 and 300 metres marks, and here it's Cool Groom the leader. Over the first of that one, he lands by a couple of lengths. Good as Glimmer going through to second in the gold colours with the green cap. On his outside, Booster Hooves, and Pura Park is deepest as they go over this fence. Second last is Ben Dancer, and 4 or 5 lengths to Coronel, who's last of all. Well, short break from racing as they come down past the 200 the first time. The next fence situated over there near the 1900 metre mark, and coming past the 100. It's Cool Groom the leader for Craig Durden and Jim Houlihan, a length and a half clear. Running second as Good as Glimmer. Pura Park is a length away third on the outside, travelling 3 deep around Booster Hooves and Ben Dancer, and about 4 lengths to Coronel last of all. So the field of 6 is covered by about 6 or 7 lengths as they head out of the straight. They've jumped the first 5, 11 fences to negotiate now. Cool Groom left the fence. Good as Glimmer poked up on the inside of him and is 3/4 behind as they head into the riverside. 2 lengths to Ben Dancer, Pura Park, and Coronel is now next to last with Booster Hooves back last on his outside. 3 along the riverside in front of them, and Cool Groom's going to meet the first of the treble, a length and a half in front. Leapt it beautifully. In second place in Good as Glimmer, a length and a half Ben Dancer, and 2 Pura Park. 1.5 behind them, Booster Hooves outside Coronel. At the middle of the treble on the riverside, and the leader beautifully over it, a length and a half clear. Cool Groom from Good as Glimmer. Third is Ben Dancer. Another 2 lengths further back in the field is Pura Park as they go to the last on the riverside. And then Coronel and Booster Hooves is last of all. Cool Groom, who's won his last 2 steeplechase races by an aggregate of 40 lengths, is the leader as he's about to head out for the Abertour treble. There's 8 fences in front of them, and the leader is the favourite Cool Groom. He's more than 2 in front, Good as Glimmer. Ben Dancer is third. They get away about 5 or 6 lengths to Pura Park, Coronel, and Booster Hooves. The treble coming up. And at the 1200 metre mark, first of the treble is in their sights now. Cool Groom leapt it pretty well. Good as Glimmer touched his nose on the ground. He's 2 lengths behind. Ben Dancer third at the middle of the treble. And the favourite and leader jumping it well. Coming towards the last of the treble now. Cool Groom over it by 2. Oh, again, Good as Glimmer dipped his nose on the ground. He, surprisingly, though, didn't lose a great deal of ground in doing so. About 5 or 6 lengths back is Ben Dancer third. And then there's another division to Pura Park, Booster Hooves and Coronel. They're coming towards the next fence now, and it's Cool Groom brushing through it. He bellied through it about 3 lengths clear to Good as Glimmer. At the second of that double, better leap by the leader, about 4 to Good as Glimmer, Ben Dancer, and then there's a break to Pura Park, Booster Hooves with Coronel last of the 6. There's 3 to jump, 600 metres to go. Here's the third last one coming up. Cool Groom at it and jumped it well from Good as Glimmer. Ben Dancer holding third, margins of about 4 to 5 lengths between them. And then Pura Park, Booster Hooves and Coronel is last of all. There's 2 to jump now. It's a double near the outside, and the lead up is Cool Groom. Good as Glimmer is refusing to yield. He's still about 4 lengths away. At the second last, Cool Groom, well, he didn't jump that one as well as he has. He's landed about 4 lengths clear though from Good as Glimmer, Ben Dancer and Pura Park down on the inside. Here's the last, Cool Groom at the 16th, beautifully over it. Oh, Good as Glimmer, he went through the wing on the outside, Good as Glimmer. He's okay, and the rider's to his feet too. That leaves the placings open. It's Cool Groom nicely clear, Ben Dancer, Pura Park, and Booster Hooves on the outside rail fighting out the minors, but Cool Groom with 100 to go is 6 lengths clear. Pura Park is trying hard on the inside for second placing, but Cool Groom's won it eased up by about 4. Cool Groom, Pura Park is second, and third is Ben Dancer, then Booster Hooves, and Coronel is last to finish the race. Good as Glimmer, who'd been awfully tired, wobbled to the outside. There's Demon Towers coming up into the line, Speculator to move up. Speculator ready near the outside. Happy Ace stood well with Thong and Push Bike. Eldelar in 3. Mukta's Reward just shifting about a bit. Off they go. Eldar began okay, and so too did Thong and Pushbike. Walk on Ice. Happy Ace got away quickly. Mukta's Reward is showing some pace, and now most of them are heading towards the flat side. Coming out this way here, De Snelste in company with Demon Taj, and Walk on Ice close to the middle of the track will be the three heading to the grandstand side. Well away from the fence come the others down towards the inside, and Mukta's Reward is the leader from Gotham Ruler, and the red blinkers going to second. The grey Thong and Pushbike just behind them, and Happy Ace has switched to the inside of the leader. They're followed further back. Walk on Ice is coming right into it down the middle of the course. Further back in the field then is De Snelste, and they're followed by Speculative Poise Encore. The money for Eldar looks to be astray. It's back about second or third last. They come to the 200 metres, and Mukhtar's Reward in front. Happy Ace on the inside. Gotham Ruler the outside, with Specula going for a run between horses. It's coming home very strongly. Specula takes the lead with 100 to go. Draws a length on Gotham Ruler, Happy Ace, and Specula comes away. Specula wins it by 2 lengths. Gotham Ruler just grabbed second, I'd say. Chiming Doors run on strongly between horses to get third, and then Happy Ace, followed by De Snelste. Walk on Ice did pretty well coming up the middle of the track. They were followed then by Captain Gulab coming out wide, and further back in the field then was Mukta's Reward and Eldar. Back behind those were Fitzroy, Poise Encore, Demon Taj, and Thong and Pushbikes weak and badly to finish with the tail of the field. Our first starter has got... Now there's Nova Claus, about to go in and join them in company with Mystic Melody, just the last couple to move in. Now Mad Dam linked in on the outside, and they're all in and ready to run. Third of the day out of Flemington. Racing at the 1400, and a beautiful start. No exception down on the inside was away well. Soon after the jump, Rain Dance Lady and Choose the Blues are going forward, and also Brindle Moose in company with Special Zircon. They've gone 200 metres now, and Rain Dance Lady headed by Brindle Moose in the bright pink colours. Running third, No Exception on the rail, and then Special Zircon, followed by Going Forward Cider In, and Nicola Lass is sitting just off the pace. One further back is Nova Claus, improving but wide, and then Little Export and CC Marie, followed further back in the field by Choose the Blues, who jump well and gets back a bit. Back behind those horses, Mystic Melody over on the inside, and then Carmenesque, followed by Brightside, Oh Joy, and Danarka's a couple of lengths away as they came towards the turn, where Brindle Moose had cut the field off and led. No Exception as second. Cider In is wide out around Special Zircon. Just behind those horses then is Rain Dance Lady, CC Marie over on the rails. Cider In and Nova Claus are coming wide ahead of Carmenesque as they balance for the run-in. Mystic Melody's getting rails runs as they get to the 400, but it's Brindle Moose the leader. The rider hasn't gone for Brindle Moose. Rain Dance Lady is coming on from No Exception in the centre. Mystic Melody on the rail, and then Brightside. Further back is Nicola Lass, and then Nova Claus. It's Rain Dance Lady now at the 200 metres going to the lead from Brindle Moose. Mystic Melody the inside, and now Nicola Lass is starting to close. Brightside along the fence. They're right across the track. Mystic Melody, Brightside, Nicola Lass, Carmenesque coming late. Brightside's got right up on the fence, and I think Brightside might have got it from Mystic Melody. Carmenesque and Nicola Lass are close up. Great finish to this. Just behind those were Choose the Blues, Oh Joy running on, and then Brindle Moose, Mad Dam, followed further back by No Exception. Rain Dance Lady weakening the last bit, followed by Danarka and Little Export, and behind those was CC Marie, Nova Claus, Cider In, and a Special Zircon, one of the last to greet the judge. Jarl to come up. Skimaway's ready on the outside. In fact, Jarl's going to be the last to move in. Does so now, so they're ready to run. Jarl into 490 now. Off they go. Norfolk Island in the middle began just reasonably, and Torridon was one of the first out down on the rail. Torridon against the fence in front of Flash, and Jack Will Do. The grey in fourth placing is going forward as Jarl on his outside. Zenithal down on the rail. Then Alien Fella and Cockade out wider when they come to the next hurdle in the race. Behind those horses there is Norfolk Island, then Skimaway Mountain Affair, and Venderbrink is last of all as they come along towards the next hurdle. And here it's Torridon on the the inside, and on the outside, Flash just taking a slender lead now. Flash from Torridon. Cicada's up third outside of Jarl, and then 2 lengths to Zenithal. Jack Will Do is next with Skim Away on his outside, followed by Alien Fella, Norfolk Island, and a couple of lengths away, Mountain Affair on the inside of Venderbrick. Out of the straight now, and Flash the leader to the riverside. 2 lengths to Torridon, happy to get some cover. Jarl on the outside as a head away in third, and they're followed then by Cicade, who's travelling 3 deep. Jack Will Do is in the centre, and Zenithal is on the rail when they come along to the first down the riverside. Couple of lengths away is Alien Fella. Skim Away is around him, and then Norfolk Island, Mountain Affair, and Venderbrink is last of all as they go past the 1800, and it's Flash in front. Jarl is second. Torridon on the inside is third. 2 lengths further back in the field then is Zenithal, tucked away on the fence. Jack Will Do around it, and Cicade is still 3 wide. 2 lengths to Skim Away the outside of Alien Fella. A length and a half to Norfolk Island, Mountain Affair, and Venderbrink is last of all as they reach the hurdle near the 1500 metres now, and stepping over that one in front, it's Flash. Flash the leader out near the 1400. He's about a length and a half in front. Jarl is second. Torridon is third on the insides, had good cover right on the pace. Jack Will Do is fourth, and then came Cicade the outside. One further back is Zenithal when they go to the 5th last hurdle, followed by Skim Away. Alien Fella the rail. Further back is Norfolk Island, then Mountain Affair as they go over the next hurdle, and Venderbrink is last of all. They're heading in the direction of the 1,000-metre mark. Flash about a neck in front of Jarl, a length and a half to Torridon. 2 lengths Cicade in fourth, then Jack Will Do, a couple to Zenithal, and they're trailed by Skim Away, Norfolk Island as they come along to the 3rd last hurdle. Back behind those, Alien Fella spotting them a fair start. Then Mountain Affair and Venderbrick is under a lot of pressure as they go past the 800 metres, and Jarl has raced to the lead now, and he looked confident, the rider, as he took the front around the home turn. It's Jarl racing out by 2 lengths now to Flash. 3 lengths away is Torridon responding to hard riding, and then Cicade. Skim Away starting to come home around its stablemate. Venderbrick has picked up ground from the back of the field, and then Zenithal under pressure, but Jarl the one they've got to run down into the straight near the 450 metre mark, and it's Jarl with a good lead from Flash, Torridon and Cicade. At the second last one, Jarl jumped it beautifully. It's Jarl nicely clear. He's 4 or 5 lengths in front. Flash is trying hard, and then Torridon on the outside. Skim Away coming home at the last. Jarl jumped it beautifully from Flash. All one down. Torridon fell, and Cicade got hampered in that. Skim Away is getting into the placings, but all Jarl with 100 metres to go. Kept going by Adrian Garraway. In fact, he's allowed him just to cruise the last bit now. Skim Away getting into second, and then Alien Fella, but Jarl has won at ease down. Jarl by about 4 lengths to Skim Away, and a similar margin away as Alien Fella. Then Mountain Affair, followed by Flash and Zenithal. Venderbrink, Cicade, trailed by Norfolk Island. Jack Will Do last to go over the line. Torridon taking a pretty heavy tumble at the last jump. Cicade got hampered in that, not that he was in the finish at that point of the race. But number 7 has scored a very easy win. Just his 4th start over the jumps. He coasted home at Kyneton on heavy ground, which is obviously to his great liking, and he's far off a start now. Light flashing away. Checkmore the favourite in 5. Off they go. Began okay. Checkmore next to Go the Grey. Samula was away okay. Planet King jumped all right. Leaves back a little early. Now as they settle down, Jugulator jumped away quite nicely. Is going to settle about midfield as they come along towards the 800 metre mark now. Della Vista staying out wide with Gangbuster. It's Go the Grey, the West Australian, leading in the early stages. Checkmore moved up outside it. Kyraroo deeper out, and Prince Belair the widest runner on the pace. Zach the Beaut is pushing up with them. Jugulator just behind the speed in company with Sir Muller. Della Vista's out wide on the course, followed by Gangbuster. Then came Planet King, and Malice was last of all going past the 400. Go the Grey in front of Zach the Beaut, and Checkmore deeper out. Kyraroo under pressure. Jugulator's weave through looking for a run down to the inside with Sir Muller, and then Gangbuster followed by Della Vista. Go the Grey 150 out in front. Sir Muller coming at it, and here's Della Vista letting down with a big run now. Go the Grey, Sir Muller. Della Vista the outside. Della Vista getting to the leader. Go the Grey holding on. Go the Grey. 1.5 head to Della Vista. Third Sir Muller. Then came Zach the Beaut, Gangbuster, Jugulator, followed by Checkmore, and behind those were Malice, trailed by Planet King, Kyraroo and Prince Belair last of all. Go the Grey, the West Australian sprinter, got onto a wet track for the... Just about right to go. 2,000 metres. Macabeo the firm favourite. Off they go at the 2,000 metres start too, and Laflamber was first out, but Zoasna Bar hunting through to hold the rails early. Cattle King got away well from Maikahuna King, and the favourite in the early stages, Macabeo, allowed to find. His legs are drifting a good way back in the field, and he'll be second last with only Krasny behind him. Zoasna Bar is the leader. As they settle down, there's a bit of pace about. Laflamber and Cattle Kate on the outside are making good pace in the early stages. Just behind them is Halavan fourth, followed then by Maikahuna King on the fence. Yasser out wider and functional between horses. A length further back is Our New Toy, and they're followed then by Summer Echo over on the inside going past the 1400. Mighty Ming is now improving, and they're followed by Miss Magical Pukahina. A length defence force, about a length and a half to Mew Mew, followed by Macabeo, and 2 lengths to Krasny last of all at the 1200. And the filly Cattle Kate led by a length. Halavan is now second. Third is Yasser over on the outside of Laflamber, and functional the outside is fifth. A length Our New Toy, the grey, tracking a bit wide, and then Zoasna Bar back on the inside from Mighty Ming. Wonder Miss Magical Maikahuna King is next on the rail, followed by Pukahina and Defence Force. More than 2 lengths to Summer Echo, and going forward Mew Mew. Macabeo's got away from the rails now, coming up towards the turn, and Krasny's last of all by the 800, and Cattle Kate is going to take the field down towards the home turn, and she's a narrow leader against the fence. Halavan are outside. Yass is going up 3 wide, and Our New Toy goes up 4 wide. Laflamber in the red colours waits on a run just behind them, followed by Functional. Miss Magical next, Defence Force wide out on the course is staking a claim. They're followed by Mew Mew when they corner. Macabeo's got up past the middle of the field looking for somewhere to go. Pukahina just keeping him pocketed at the moment as Defence Force out wide has raced up to go to the lead. Defence Force from Our New Toy, Pukahina. Mew Mew the outside, and now Macabeo's in the clear. They've got to the 200 metre mark, and here's Mew Mew coming with a run on the outside. Defence Force and Mew Mew with Macabeo coming through on the inside of them. It's Mew Mew the outside, Macabeo against the fence, and Defence Force in the middle. It's Mew Mew out wide, Macabeo, Defence Force, Macabeo, Mew Mew the outside. Mew Mew's got home the better. Mew Mew's won it from Macabeo by about a neck, and Defence Force third. Then came Miss Magical, followed further back in the field by Pukahina, Maikahuna King. Then came Mighty Ming Yasser, followed by Cattle Kate. Further back in the field was Functional, trailed by Laflamber, Halavan and Our New Toy. Krasny well back, trailed in by Summer Echo, and back at the tail end of the field was Zoasna Bar. All in, Duke Crazy backed into favouritism. $4.10 for Duke Crazy, they're all set. Racing now, and over at the 2000 start, Duke Crazy was away well, so was Simulation, Miss Conviction. My Sylvia is going forward early. As they settle down, Vesuvius on the improve out wider, and then Sly Sandra as they go past the 1800. Miss Conviction slowly working to the lead. Duke Crazy holds the fence, moving up Versuvia 3 deep now, plenty of pressure on early. My Sylvia's a length away, followed by Military Spirit going forward quickly. Sly Sandra still out wide, and then came Golden Gossamer over on the inside. Further back is Premiership Lass, and back towards the end as they hit to the 1400, Sweet Lady Bird, Yangtze River, and Catwoman is last of all. Versuvia leads, but still there's no respite because Sly Sandra moves up on the outside, and she now goes to the front. It's the top weight Sly Sandra going out by about a length and 3/4. Military Spirit Vesuvia is a head away third now on the inside. 2 lengths to Miss Conviction running fourth. Duke Crazy is a half a length away fifth on the inside, and 1 further back is Simulation. Then Golden Gossamer over on the inside of My Sylvia, followed a length back by Sweet Lady Bird, Catwoman, Premiership Lass and Yangtze River last of all, about 900 to go. And it's Sly Sandra the leader. Sly Sandra about 2 lengths in front of Military Spirit. Vesuvia third the inside. 1 Miss Conviction, and then Duke Crazy running fifth on the rails with the white cap. Simulation around her from Golden Gossamer. Catwoman is taking closer order wide on the track, and then came Sweet Lady Bird, and they get away on Premiership Lass, Yangtze River and My Sylvia on the outside as they come around the home turn now, where Sly Sandra is the narrow leader to Military Spirit. The baldy face there of Miss Conviction coming into it, and Simulation wide on the track, relishing the ground, is starting to stretch home well, and she's sailed into the lead now with about 400 to go. Simulation takes the lead from Sly Sandra trying to rally. Yangtze River makes ground on the inside, then came Sweet Lady Bird and Catwoman on the outside. Miss Conviction has gone. Simulation leads. Sweet Lady Bird, Sly Sandra's trying to kick back on the inside. It's Simulation the leader on the outside. Sweet Lady Bird is mowing her down now. Sweet Lady Bird racing up to Simulation, and Duke Crazy, she's swapping, but Sweet Lady Bird takes the lead nearly near the line, and Sweet Ladybird wins at a next simulation. Photo third, either Due Crazy wide out or Sly Sandra the rails, and they were clear of Catwoman. Back behind those then were Yangtze River, followed by Golden Gossamer, then Miss Conviction, Military Spirit, Vesuvia, Premiership Lass, and a bad last, My Sylvia. Stand by for numbers. Sweet Ladybird finishing the race off a shade too well. And they're nearly ready for the birthday handicap. Coming in New Kingston on the outside next to Loose Truth, and they're all in and ready to run. Light flashing away. Racing now, and not a bad start. Soon after the start, Flying Voodoo eased across their heels and goes to the rail. Noble Colony away quickly with Mercatus Cargo Limit. Going out fast, New Kingston on the outside. And Spirit of Westbury settling down about 4th or 5th. Regal Royal just inside it. Mercatus holds the rail. Out to the 2200. Mercatus in front of Noble Colony. New Kingston wider out third, and they're closely followed then. In 4th placing now, Boundary Boy hunting up on the inside of Regal Royal, and then Spirit of Westbury. About a length and a half, Shane's Castle, and Neck to Brew. 2 lengths to Cargo Limit. Trailed on the outside by Zdenka. And then Loose Truth travelling 3 wide. A length further back in the field is Sir Richie. Copper Wildwood next to last, and Flying Voodoo on the outside last of all. Mercatus is left alone at the 1800 metres and leads by a little over 2 lengths to Noble Colony. Third is Boundary Boy on the rail. A length away is New Kingston. 2 lengths then Spirit of Westbury on the outside of Regal Royal. Another 2 lengths break then to Shane's Castle on the inside of Brew. 2 lengths Cargo Limit on the inside of Zdenka. A length and a half Sir Richie racing on the outside of Copper Wildwood. Next to last is Loose Truth, and Flying Voodoo is last of all out to the 1400 metres, and Mercatus just sails along out in front, a little over 2 lengths to Noble Colony second. Boundary Boy is third, 1 to New Kingston fourth, Regal Royal is fifth, and Spirit of Westbury is sixth on the outside. 3 to 4 lengths to Brew, Shane's Castle, 2 lengths to Denker. A length further back in the field, Cargo Limit, Sir Richie, Copper Wildwood. Loose Truth is next to last, and Flying Voodoo is starting a run now. They're running along with Mercatus stringing the field out a fair bit, and heading to the 1,000 metre mark is about 2 1/4. Running second, Noble Colony. New Kingston third. Boundary Boy fourth, the inside. 1 Regal Royal, Spirit of Westbury. Starting to close the gaps between horses now. 2 lengths to Shane's Castle Brew. Then Zdenka. Flying Voodoo keeping his run going from last. 2 or 3 lengths to Sir Richie, hard ridden over on the inside. Then came Copper Wildwood, Loose Truth, and 4 lengths to Cargo Limit last of all. At the turn now, and Mercatus has come back to the field and been headed by Noble Colony, who's going to swing the corner of the leader. Noble Colony from New Kingston. Spirit of Westbury in the green cap coming out wider. Followed further back then by Regal Royal under pressure, and then Boundary Boy as they enter the straight. Flying Voodoo next on the outside. Zdenkers are still a fair way back with Copper Wildwood reaching the 300 metres, and Mercatus has got a second wind to again go to the lead. New Kingston on his outside. Noble Colony between them is only battling under the whip. Here comes Brew with the run. And Flying Voodoo on the outside at the 200. Brew, could it be his day? He's taken the lead, Brew now, from Mercatus on the inside. Copper Wildwood and Flying Voodoo, but Brew is clear. He's more than 2 clear, and Brew takes it out, beating Copper Wildwood by a length and a half. Third placing to Flying Voodoo from Mercatus, New Kingston, and then came Spirit of Westbury. Shane's Castle and Zdenka out wide. Behind those, Noble Colony, trailed in by Regal Royal, Sir Richie, Boundary Boy. Well back in the field then came Loose Truth, and back last of all was Cargo Limit. August 1997. A significant date for Brew is here today. Sir Cadet comes along, completes it, they're all in. Ready now for the last. Set to run. Meteor drawn the inside. All clears through. Off they go at the 1400. Yuma Waller missed it by about a length or so. Henty Lane was away well, but Sir Cadet began running and dashes to the lead early. It's Sir Cadet settling in front of Del Blaze at a second. Petascore third. Slalom, Henty Lane and next from Arabian Magic going forward. Mr. Bombastic pushing up between horses, closely followed by Captain Clipper. Then Big Mac out wider. Then Slalom easing back a bit, followed by Countdown, Curtifier, Yuma Waller. Back behind those horses is Calatus, followed by Meteor, and the last Last of all is Phoenix Strike on the outside. Coming down the side now, and Sir Cadet rather, at the 800 led. Del Blazer's a length away second. Third on the inside is Score. Mr. Bombastic between horses and Arabian Magic out 3 wide. 2 to Hetty Lane on the inside, followed by Captain Clipper. Big Mac is off the track, coming around the turn from Curtifew, and then Slalom inside it, trailed by Countdown. Collatus is swinging wide when they come around the home corner, and Phoenix Strike behind it. Into the straight, Score's got through and hits the lead at the 400. Score with Hetty Lane trying for a rails run. Del Blazer wider out from Arabian Magic. Then came Slalom down the outside with Big Mac, and Phoenix Strike the deepest is starting to put in. Hetty Lane on the rails, Slalom in the middle, Big Mac and Phoenix Strike out wide. It's now Slalom and Big Mac with Phoenix Strike on the outside. Phoenix Strike and Big Mac wide apart. Phoenix Strike running out, but he's taking the lead on the outside, I think. Big Mac tries to go with him, but Phoenix Strike wins it by a head, I'd say. Phoenix Strike from Big Mac in a photo with Slalom third. A gap Collatus to Arabian Magic, Hetty Lane and Curtifew. Next in Countdown, trailed by Yuma Waller, and behind those were Mr. Bombastic and Score. A break in the field to Captain Clipper and Del Blazer, and behind those were Meteor and the early leader Sir Cadet. Stand by for numbers. Judge might call for a photo here, but coming from well back, Phoenix Strike has got the money, number one. Number one, Phoenix Strike, coming right down the outside, gives Jason...
The first time since the 21st of March. Barossa Plume in